Well, I see the liberals have a new TV show called Blackish. Yeah, creating content that refuses to let go of the issue of race while saying we need to get beyond race. Now that's progressive.
I think with that propaganda.
Creators say that the show isn't really about race, it's about culture. So why did they use the title Blackish that goes right to race and not a title that went right to culture? Was it because the title Culture Club was already taken? The show's producer, Barris, says Blackish, it's definitely a provocative title, which has raised eyebrows with both black and white people. And it's having a reaction which is out of context to what the show really is. Like he's surprised that people would have such a notion of the show based on the title. Like this is unexpected. So let me get this straight. These people want to come off like they're so insightful about the culture, and they're gonna bring awareness to us with their show that's about culture, not race, mind you. But they didn't have enough insight to know that people would think that a show called Blackish, centered around a black family that's enjoying the so-called white life, would have the notion that the show is racist? Really? Y'all didn't see that coming? You're either really naive or you're just hoping that people are that stupid. It's funny, whenever liberals are called out for exactly what they're trying to do, they say we're taking them out of context. Here's another example of how these people live in fantasy land, or they're just hoping you're that stupid. Barris says, we are living in a post-racial Obama society where race and culture are talked about less than ever. Are you flippin' kidding me? People can hardly order ice cream nowadays without fear of it being racist, because it's always being talked about. Liberals make sure of it. And liberals can't even make up their minds. They want us to be all PC about race, which stifles speech, and then turns around and says we're not talking about it enough. But of course they want us to talk about it more and more because it makes more money. If we're gonna talk about no money and a cure, liberals definitely do not want racism cured. There's way too much money to be made in treating racism, not curing it. And the liberal method of treating racism is about the same as treating mud butt with X-Lax. Shows like this is part of what keeps the black community going around in a circle of discontent. The worry of the show is that success is going to affect the blackness of his family. Therefore, they associate success with being white. White liberals be like, we don't need white people to say that if you want to be successful, you have to be white. We've got this black family to validate that for us. Remember, black people, success is a white thing. I've been warning people of this for years. Ever since I was in elementary school, I saw that one of the biggest problems with the black community is that too many blacks associate wealth, intelligence, sophistication, politeness, good diction, etc. with being white. And if you displayed any of these traits or aspired to such things, you were trying to be white. I talk about this in my audiobook, Weapon of Mass Destruction. And this is a mental plague in the black community that keeps them from breaking the cycle because they don't want to be seen as trying to be white. They don't even want to be seen as blackish. And if you're successful, you're blackish. That's not good enough. You don't want to be blackish, you want to be black. Too many want to play like they're struggling, albeit for no redeeming value, just to say, I'm struggling, and never actually getting anywhere, except more angry. While liberals like the ones making these shows get rich off your angst, but you don't suspect them because they patronized your angst, then made you laugh, using their liberal license to stereotype you and make fun of the people you've been led to believe are your enemies. The crime of this show is that they keep this idea going that success is a white thing, which must mean that not striving for success is a black thing. It's okay for these black people to be successful, but not you. It's okay for them to be successful black people because they use their success to tell you that success is not for the rest of you Negroes, and if you try to be successful, you're trying to be white. And if you recall, Bill O'Reilly asked me, do blacks still do that? He knows that happens. He wanted the affirmation to share with his audience that yes, this still happens and it's a big problem. I mean, look, if this show wanted to make a statement about worrying about the black family losing its blackness, There's some rural area trailer parks that y'all could have moved to. People of different races live in trailer parks, but you'll easily be able to find trailer parks with white people who haven't achieved that level of success as implicated in this show. But no, what's calling their blackness into question is that they're successful. And you can't be authentically black and successful, save sports and the rap game, of course. You can only be blackish at best. And this show is guilty of associating the exclusivity of success with white. You know, the beauty of The Cosby Show was that it didn't focus on being victims. It didn't make success, morals, family strife, and reconciliation about race. It was a show that said, yeah, we're black, but we don't think you're too stupid to figure that out for yourself. So there's no need to keep throwing it in your face. Now, sit back and enjoy the show. And it was received as a great American family show that you didn't have to convince yourself to be comfortable with to watch it, or that you had to try to keep up with some nuance or some progressive narrative to fit into pop culture conformity. I'm Alfonso Rachel with Zonation, and it looks like Lawrence Fishburne is offering people the blue pill while telling them it's the red one. Treating Mudbutt with X-Lax.